everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Sherry with Mother and Daughter Stamping. Today I'm doing a video on a technique called One Sheet Wonder. Basically, this is one piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, which we cut into 8 separate cards. So let's get started. Here are 8 cards that I have used this technique. I guess it's a technique, but I'm going to call it that. For these 8 cards that I made previously. I have used several of embossing folders. This is Polka Dot. I think this is Petals of Plenty, Chevron, and Stripes. There's so many of them to choose from. These are just a few. And then you also will add your embellishments, your ribbons, your twines, your brads and buttons, and so many different things. You can either add as much as you want or as little. I want to show you today, I went ahead and I stamped the sheet ahead of time so we wouldn't waste too much time in the video. My version of this is, when I stamp this, I stamp 2 sides. I stamp the masculine side and the feminine side. Now the masculine side, I use Stampin' Up! The Open Sea. And for the feminine side, I use the Mixed Bunch. Now if you notice on here, I don't know if you can see this, but I messed up when I stamped right here. There's a little bit of a shadow. When I went to pick up my stamp, I dropped it. Fumble fingers. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is you don't have to worry about it. On this part, after you cut it, you can just use that part for the masculine side of the stamp, or the card. There's always a way to fix it, embellishing, or turning it over on the other side. Alright, now I have used, set this aside for now. This is the template that I have used to make up all of your 8 cards. Basically what I do is cut it in half both ways. So you have your 4 sheets, and then you cut them in these dimensions later. These 2 will make up one card. Let me show you an example of that is this one. And you notice on the masculine one, I tore the edge, distressed it a little bit, and stamped it to, inked it to distress it a little bit. I don't know, I just think that goes with masculine card. But you can do it any way you want. At these measurements, you don't have to be too exact with it. Just as close. This gives you an idea. Alright, let's go ahead and stamp our pieces, see what we have. This is Stampin' Up! Trimmer, which I absolutely love. It has the cutting blade, which is the darker color, and then it has this lighter color for your oh, now I can't even think of the word for it. To crease it, to fold it, to make your, I'll think of it later. Anyway, this is great. It's really, it works out good. So let's take this paper and we're going to cut it in half. So this way it'd be 4 1/4. Alright, we're going to cut that right up the middle. And then we cut these 2 in half, which would be 5 1/2. And 5 1/2 again. Alright, now I've got this where we do 1 on the quarter on the diagonal. So just line it up on top here at the cutting blade, this in between, and then line up the other corner of the cutting blade. And get that pretty well lined up. Hold this down. Cut it. You got 2 diagonals. Okay, and this one I've got 1 3/4, which would be right here. And let's do 1 3/4 this way. I will leave a 2-inch in the middle. So these would be all for 1 card. And here's one. Okay. Now let's do the 3 5/8. Notice this is the one I messed up on, so that'll be your masculine one. There's 2 more. And then we'll do this one in half, 2 3/4. There you go. All right, now we've got this all cut. And you can either use the feminine side for these, or like this one, the masculine side. You can just flip them over back and forth, see which side you like the best. And pick and choose. And then add your cardstock, your embellishment, your sentiment, and you're good to go. All right, you can either go ahead and you can make these up ahead of time like I did with these cards, or you could just take all these and you can store them and wait until you need a card. You may need more feminine cards and masculine, or the other way around, so you're ready to go. Just put them together and you can get a card done in a hurry. So I hope that this has given you some incentive to try it. It's really fun, really easy. You can't make mistakes. You just go with it and try to make it work. So I really enjoyed it, and thanks so much for joining me today. Hopefully you will give this a try. Have a great day.